Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. How are y'all doing? Come on into the room, guys. We have a lot to get into. So please, as you come in, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, support me. Okay, support the community by liking the video, sharing it, come on into the chat, become a subscriber so you can be in the chat. But come on in. How are y'all doing? Let's do a little bit of a check-in. I'm not liking the way this looks on camera. How are you guys doing today? How are y'all enjoying your Sunday? How many kids going back to school tomorrow? They went back to school. Mine start on Wednesday. So it's a bunch of kids in my house right now. So if you hear some ramblings in the background, it's my son and his friends eating all my dinner. Made a whole pot of casserole and just went out there. And my son's like, "Will you be mad if they eat all?" I'm like, it already looked like it's gone. But come on into the room, guys. Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing? Hopefully, the sound is good today. It looks like it's good. Y'all can hear me. So, before we start the stream, what do you rate these last 3 episodes? Scale to 1 to 10. How are you feeling? Do you feel like they were like a 10? Sometimes I feel like we don't need 3 episodes. I think sometimes I feel like the 2 out of the 3 are good. And there's always one that can kind of be like, y'all could have blended this shit into the other two, is what I really feel like. So we're going to get into it. I guess we'll start with, I'm trying to remember from the beginning. I guess we'll just start with this scene right here. Okay, the scene heard around the world. And of course, I do have to talk during the clips. Peacock does not like anybody sharing the clips, so we're gonna do the best we can to kind of talk through it so they don't take my shit down. Okay. But here we have Sean, Dr. Sean, and Miss Nikki. Now, I thought he was so excited he couldn't get dressed, but apparently people are saying he did not look wet, that he was dry. And another thing that someone actually brought up was that he came out in the towel without a mic, thinking maybe that production could not pick up the sound of what he was saying. So in this scene, let's just get into it for a little bit. Okay.
After the event, I have like increased desire.
Mm. Sometimes after a day of us being close, I have an increase in desire. There's still some lingering feelings. All right, there's still some lingering feelings. My husband said once they finish dinner, he booing their asses.
And I'm wondering, like, is there any world in which you can see, like, pleasuring me without having sex? And, yeah, I know.
Huh? Man, what time is it? It's too damn early in the morning for you to be coming up in here. Come on now. Huh? Where your clothes at? What you doing? What you talking about? Huh?
It's crazy.
Okay, sorry. Let me let you.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, you know, like mutual masturbation, like touching each other.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's serious. And the key thing, this was caught on a hidden camera. I wouldn't say hidden, but not a producer. So I'm guessing he tried to have this conversation before the team showed up to film. He didn't have on a towel. So once again, I think he was kind of clever, thinking that, okay, there's actually no producers here. I don't have on a mic. So the sound is probably not going to be able to pick up this conversation. Oh, but he was wrong.
I mean, is there any world that you can see that, like, without it having to be like, oh, I'm all in for this person, like, just being able to enjoy each other, like, really, like, pleasurable way.
Yeah. Yes, very cringe. Imagine you've been married to this man for 5 weeks. You have not slept with him. You are starting to give in a little bit, get comfortable, kind of give him some kisses. We saw the scene of him rubbing on your booty. And then now this. Now, remind me, was this before or after the red light district? You know, the usher in the robe moment when he had her eating that fruit. But she's starting to kind of get a little bit comfortable, and then you hit her with the, you know what? I need a little bit something. And you are a wife. And you know what a wife is supposed to be doing, right? Make sure I'm pleased, right? You know that's your job. Oh, this was before, because then later he tried to say he never said that. So this was before. Now that is clicking to me. Imagine you just getting ready to go out. This is Nikki and Sean. Did you not, Hampton, did you not see this scene everybody's talking about?
No, she needs to release some tension. You know, but I'm okay.
I understand, but you're asking me. So maybe like independent masturbation.
You go in the back and handle your business without me involved? Is it me, or is it every episode he tries to get a little bit closer to getting her to say, come on now, yes. When you gonna be ready? So since you were not ready for that, how about we try this instead? This will make me happy. I get you say you want to wait, you're not there yet, but how about we try this? Every time. And some people have said, is this on the level of harassment? And I wonder for you guys, is this getting to a point where it's starting to feel like some type of harassment? Because I have said over and over again, I'm not ready for that. So instead of you just being patient, well, how about we do this instead? Is that okay? You are a wife. I did marry you. This is kind of part of your responsibilities and duties, isn't it?
Hello.
I want to.
Oh, you can pay me, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I just kind of stopped doing that. I think that's like relying on like myself and getting my own head.
My own self, like I relied on my own self. I didn't watch some movies, and the movie's not really doing it for me. So I thought once I got a wife, I wouldn't have to rely on myself no more, because you be here doing it for me. The logic for me. And this is a man with degrees, a PhD. You've done research, a dissertation. You defended your research and your dissertation. But still, you prompt me with this question. I don't understand. And I said in my videos, has Sean ever had female friends? Now, I know he lost his virginity at 20, which I don't think that should be really a big thing. Maybe he might be a late bloomer. But this is also someone calling themselves a relationship expert. These are the lessons that you hope to one day, I guess, teach somebody else. This is what people see before they buy your book. And this is his second book, actually, because when he went to Nikki's house, or Nikki went to his house, she pulled a book off the shelf. So the book that he has coming out through Claude, Chat, is his second book, actually. Once again, what are we doing here? It makes me also wonder, did you come on the show to promote the book and kind of have this be a real life experiment to try some of the things you have thought about? What's going on here? It should never be a woman's job to figure out what to do for you down there. What was you doing before you met me? Going into the bathroom, don't use my good lotion. Use that cheap shit. And handle yourself. It ain't me. Okay? It ain't me. Now let me see what y'all say in the comments. Very cringe. Major gaslighter. I swear he must have gasoline in his suitcase, the way he be gaslighting. Yeah, get not the good stuff. Have him use the Dollar Tree stuff. Keep it next to the bird bath that he be taking every day. So when he use that same washcloth, if he use a washcloth, I'm not going to give him that much credit. Keep it next to the bar of soap he rub himself down with. So he knows this is for you. This is on your side. Your bar of Irish Spring and your lotion. Okay. Because, yeah, y'all saying it does seem like it's sexual harassment. It feels like because she's admitted not being physically attracted to him, the ball's in her court. No, it's not. And it's sad because I feel like at times I watch Nikki try and be into him a little bit, give him kisses. And it's like, oh, you gave me one kiss? Oh, where's your hand at? Can you just put your hand down there? I'm like, I just gave you a kiss. For some reason, it feels like at times it's up to the woman to take care of the man's needs. And only for the woman to do what? Oblige, do those things. And the man roll over and be like, oh, I got you next time. I got you next time. You good, right? You good? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. She seems to be walking on eggshells because she's aware of the cameras and he's unclothed. Yes. Now, do y'all believe that they've had a conversation off camera of how they're going to act? Because it's very much given me Days of Our Lives actors who've been acting for a long time. You can't convince me they have not had a conversation. The way they present themselves, matchy, both wearing lavender at that group dinner, this conversation, and then the next day we're going to see y'all doing some TLC, wearing the silk bathrobes and pajamas. There's a disconnect here for me, and I'm not sure. It might be adding too. It could be that red light district scene happened before this. That would actually make sense to me. That would make sense if that happened before. And because of that, the next day he came in saying, I still feel a little bit excited after last night. So now I'm thinking that it was filmed or edited out of order, because that makes more sense to me. That happened first, but then they had that conversation at the end. I don't know. I just feel like the editing has been terrible. The editing has been terrible. Oh, I see Ivy chilling in here. Your streams be wild. Your streams be so wild. I be watching them like the thing you said last week about the Mexicans. Wild. We should probably stream one day together though. That'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, relationship expert per his book. You know what? I'm in a good mood. Invite me to your stream tonight. Maybe I'll come on the night with you and Sean. Fame hungry. Yes, very fame hungry. Also, do all this on camera. Does he not care about his job and position? His lack of social and emotional awareness is astounding. He has no real inward. He can project it out. He can make it seem like he's well put together. But I think that he does lack really having insight. And because of the degrees, because he's Dr. Sean, I think he's used to being the most powerful because of the degrees in the room, that has put him somewhere. Okay. Oh, it's tomorrow night. I could probably do tomorrow though. Tomorrow's probably better for me anyways. But send me a DM or something on Instagram and we'll talk about it. Hey, Casey. Is he Aikichi Senior? But I guess he would be Aikichi Junior because I think Sean is actually older. Now, I did get a little bit. Y'all are saying what from the when they went to look at the house and that he was jealous of her house or something. Is that what y'all are saying is giving Aikichi vibes? Because outside of that, I don't personally feel like I've seen the same person. Honestly, I think Dr. Sean might be worse because I don't remember Aikichi ever really being up on her like that, trying to get them goods. I really feel like in their relationship, something happened during that honeymoon that they just checked out. Now, they both did have some kind of incident at the airport. Nikki and Dr. Sean and Aikichi and Enum both had situation at the airport that was never filmed. And I think with Aikichi and Enum, between the honeymoon and whatever was filmed, they never got it back together. Okay, they never got it back together. Yeah, agreed to get along. Yes, it can get worse. I believe Nikki is in control because she has what he desires. What? Wait. I believe Nikki is in control because she has what he desires. They can either go slow or fast, but she determines if she wants to start or stay. I don't agree with that. I think she has set a boundary. He doesn't give a fuck. Okay. I feel like she has set a boundary and said, let me go at my pace. I'm not ready for that. He continues to ask, well, what's your velocity temperature? Because we are getting closer to decision day. And I kind of, I don't want to say this, but I kind of need to know what I'm working with before I say yes. But I'm going to be very diplomatic with my words. But that's basically what he was saying was, hey, cuz what we doing? I got tested out before I say yes. You can't really expect a brother to really say yes without testing out the engine, right? I need to see them Carfax. And so he continues to me to push. So I don't feel like Nikki has control. Because no matter how she says it, I give him a little bit, I give him a hug. I engage in this, what is you ain't got no sense night. And they're still pushing to me. They're still pushing. High-waisted towel. He got to cover his belly. Okay? He got to cover his belly. Somebody said in the comments that wasn't actually his apartment. That he doesn't actually live in Seattle. He lives in New York. And that the apartment was an Airbnb. That's what somebody said in a comment earlier today. I don't know. Has anyone else read somewhere that he doesn't actually live in Seattle? I don't know about that. But do you think that maybe Nikki likes the chase? But not Sean? So she's taking the moment as they come while maintaining her boundaries. I could say yes. I do see a little bit of the chase. I'm going to agree with that, Deb. I do see that she does like a man to kind of chase after her. I do see that. And so by her liking the chase, it plays into his mind, oh, she kind of likes this. And once again, I'm not going to blame her for his actions, but I could see how a man could think, oh, you're kind of playing it. You like some of this stuff. So maybe if I push it a little bit further, you'll like that too. And that is honestly me being objective. Not blaming her, but saying how a man can take, I was rubbing on your booty. We were making out. Maybe we've been making out on the bed off camera. And so let me just present this question. I can see that. I'm a firm believer that I do think that there are some things happening off camera. They're both very smart. They're very smart. And this season, we haven't seen any cameras in the bedroom. Even though I think in past seasons, have we seen cameras actually in the bedroom? I think we normally see them go in the bed and we hear noises and the door closes. But this season, it's like there's been more of a boundary with that. Now that I really think about it, I haven't seen too much of that. But I do think that there's shit happening that we're not seeing on camera. Oh, you guys are saying the house, the book, him calling her aggressive. I get that y'all want to compare him to Aikichi. I don't see them as the same person. Do they have little bits and sprinklings? Maybe. But I don't see I feel like Aikichi kinda shut down. I firmly believe after watching him on the after show that there were things that we didn't see. There were aggressions. There were things that happened at public, things that they went together that we just never saw. So, I think Aikichi wasn't ready. I think Enum wasn't ready. I think Aikichi came with his issues. I think that Enum came with her shit too. But for some reason, I still feel this way in that season. People like to focus more on Aikichi and not Enum, and that they were both the problem. And even though we have moved on, and Enum is in a happy marriage with a baby, I still think her actions of moving so fast show that there wasn't something right there. But people don't want to talk about that. People really struggle to take and hold women accountable. And I have had some DMs from Brandon at, here and there. But I think they seem like they're in a good relationship, but I want people to look at how sometimes people have a very skewed view and look at what do you bring into the conversation? Is it your own projections? Is it your own trauma? Is it your own bullshit that you refuse to look at so you project that shit onto other people? Because once again, in that situation, both people were wrong. But for some reason, we're still stuck on hating Aikichi and not holding both people accountable. I don't like either Sean or Nikki. They don't like each other. Sean is still trying to get. Yeah, he is. He is. He was renting. Somebody said that was an Airbnb. I'm still trying to figure that out. Hey, Gia. Cover belly, but the robe is not giving sanitary. There is nothing better than a man that smells good. Can you smell him through the screen? I even thought when he came into her house and he was walking on her rug with no socks on, I'm just like, ugh, hope his feet are clean on my Indian rug that I brought back from India. Her boundaries maintain the control. She has boundaries, but I don't think he respects them. He doesn't respect her boundary. I think when it comes to control, they're both fighting for control. Their egos, power, they are both fighting for control. It's not just one person who holds the power, they're both fighting over it. And that comes into play over and over again. Now, right now, from what we've seen, things are kind of going okay. Her energy was very different when they went to her house. She seemed more comfortable. I don't know what it was, but did y'all pick up that her energy seemed just more, not subdued, but something about her was different? Sean is manipulative. He knows what he knows that women don't like him. Sean is very unattractive with that personality. He behaves like a person that has a lot of estrogen. Now, I'm not about to be putting up some of these, gay comments. Hey, Velvet, I saw you on what was the stream yesterday? Blue Centric. She had a stream yesterday. The thing about Sean is that most of us have experienced coercion. I had a visceral reaction. We know what we saw for him to pretend to not. What he's doing is just nauseating. Yeah, when he tried to gaslight her the next day. Yeah. I love how production was like, let's roll tape. Run it back because you did say it was a woman's job. Girl, ain't nobody swaying you, is what he said. Ain't nobody swaying you. He really wanted to seem like she's a problem. She's looking for a moment. He been watching too many housewives show. He's been watching too much Bravo, too much Andy Cohen. Looking for a moment. What man says a woman is looking for a moment? That's also something to think about. I don't know men saying that women are looking for a moment. Okay. Looking for a moment. Hey, Maple. Yeah, I was in her chat. I'm like, next time have a therapist on there. Why not have a therapist on your stream? Who is she on there? What's her name? Brittany something? I'm like, why not have a therapist? Y'all use my damn stuff in your videos, Jesse Woo, Blue Centric. Y'all using my videos. Why not have me on there? With the reason when we got the reunion. We got what? Is it 9 more episodes? No. Gotta be like 6 or something like that. Maybe like 2 more weeks of episodes. But yeah, he really tried to gaslight her. I don't know what it is about Sean thinking that they were not gonna rotate for us. Did she say she was starting to feel fireworks too? I'm like, the illegals? Not the ones they sell down the street, but the illegals, right? Gotta be them illegal fireworks. Oh, thank you, Gia. Like, yeah, all these big careers are starting to use my TikToks. Like, why not just have me on? Y'all see that I'm on YouTube also. I was like, how y'all using my videos but don't invite me on? I think Sean presents well with his words. He forgets this is a record. Its recording can be used forever. Not sassy. Oh, you think he's trying to humble her? But he said he would move into her place. I'm like, him and on those white sheets in that little ass bed, he gonna break your bed. He gonna break your bed. Now, who else do I want? Who do y'all want to go to next? Let me know who y'all want to talk about next. Oh, Storm was using my clips too? I didn't know that. Felicia, let me know. Leave a comment with a link so I can see. I didn't know Storm was using my stuff too. I'm not mad at people using my stuff. I really am not upset about that. It's just interesting how people use my stuff but don't have me on. Or rather have some random person to have me on and have a conversation about the show. But maybe I need to start putting myself out there more so people know to invite me onto their streams. Maybe it's me. I need to reflect on that. Maybe there's something I'm not doing also. Let me not blame other people. Okay. Y'all saw me say I'm gonna be on Ivy Chillin' stream. I'll go on his stream. Oh, okay, y'all. So we got 2 for Courtney and Nick and 1 for Felipe and Tori. Y'all let me know in the chat. Please hit that like button if you have not already. Let me pull up some stuff about. Let me see if I can find Courtney's birthday party. Cause that was some shit right there. That mafia party. Was that these episodes? Was that these episodes though? She had the birthday party these episodes, right? I don't want to go too far back. I like when Nikki says something like being married doesn't grant you access. Yes. Like that too. Bella Mecca. Yeah, like I said, I'm not mad at people using my stuff. I maybe sometimes don't stay long enough to see me be credited. I was in there just for a hot second. But why not just have me on? Yeah, I've never been a network girly. So that's why I'm like, I need to reflect on that. I can't be blaming that on other people. I also need to network. And that's why I said, I be chilling. Let me be better about that. Let me put myself out there. I'm willing to go on other people's streams and stream with them. Let me do better. Thank y'all for allowing me to do better. I have to reach out to Blue directly. I don't like that. That's not my comfort zone. Okay, so the mafia party was these last couple episodes, right? 'Cause that's what I want to talk about, but I couldn't remember if that was old. Yeah, I gotta self-reflect too. Like that's my own shit I gotta work on. It's too uncomfortable for me to reach out to these people. And I gotta get over that. I gotta work through that. Not with me. No appointments with me. No, I don't want to do therapy with these folks. Okay. The Mafia Party, was that episode? Because we just did what, 10, 11, 12? So I think the Mafia Party was, let me see. What was the Mafia Party? That was episode 11. Just want to make sure I'm not going too far back. Even though Peacock really don't like me using no clips. Okay, we could talk. I guess we'll go to maybe a little bit of this little party. Let me share this with y'all. So it was Courtney's birthday, and Courtney really gave "It's my birthday, bitch. I don't give a fuck about nobody. It's my birthday. Put the cigarette on the cake, blow it out because it's my birthday." And let's talk about people and birthday energy. Are you the type of person that when it's your birthday, do you act like Courtney? Are you the queen, the goddess, and everybody's supposed to kiss your shoes and worship you for your birthday? Or are you a person who's like, yeah, it's my birthday, let's celebrate me, but I'm not going to be rude to people? Because throughout this scene, we saw how all Nick wanted to do was be next to his wife. I would like to emphasize the word wife, emphasize the word husband, because I feel like people keep forgetting we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We are legally married. And so Courtney is like, you want to sit next to me? Why does she continue to need to be rude to him? And I don't know what was in them espresso martinis. I heard they be hidden. So maybe she had a couple too many espresso martinis, but that does not give you the right to be mean. You really trying to do this, Gia? You just threw me off completely. I'll just, can you DM me on Instagram and I'll give you my information. Y'all are making me uncomfortable because I really gotta start putting myself out there and I don't like this. Y'all trying to force me to grow. But I feel like when there's an opportunity to emasculate, to criticize, Nick, she takes the opportunity. And as much as people to me blame Courtney, I feel like Nick is also part of the problem. Now, she does make room for Nick to come sit next to her. And then her and Devin get into it. And some people say, and I didn't really think about this, might be true, that Devin had the right message, but it was the wrong messenger. But then other people feel like he should have been minding his own business and not got involved in things that don't necessarily involve him. And I also wonder, why is it that Nick does not feel comfortable to bring these situations, to bring these things up to his wife? And so Courtney's like, hey, Caitlin, come get your man. Come get your mans. I think it's so interesting how Nick comes in everybody's comments because he'd be in my comments and I see him on other people's comments. Hey, why isn't that y'all not seeing my side? How can I really speak up for myself when I'm with somebody who like Courtney? I'm a nice guy. I'm affectionate. You see me trying, right? I do see you trying. I do. But because you are with someone like Courtney, that also doesn't make it to me that you can't have a personality and that you can't stand up and speak up for yourself. I see you be talking shit in them confessionals about people in the diary cams. You gotta learn to push back a little bit. And I'm not saying have a fight, become confrontational, but stop allowing her at times to walk all over you because you want to be liked. And I think at times watching Nick be in people's comments trying to convince people he's a nice guy goes back to what I have originally said. I don't think you really know yourself. If you were very comfortable in who you are as a person, then you wouldn't have to try and be convincing everybody on YouTube, on TikTok, and the socials of who you are. Could we be confusing his patience with passiveness? I want y'all answer that. Y'all tell me, what is the difference between patience and passiveness? Can two things be true? That he is patient, but he is passive? I'm gonna let y'all answer that while I look at some of these comments. Nick gives passive aggressive. You be seeing him in the comments too, Gia. He be tussling with the folks. Married at first sight, you were legally married. Yes. So what I have learned in the past, I'm not sure about this new version, is that they have the weddings and then the next day they go down to the courthouse to make it legal. So you could at the wedding decide, or even a couple hours after, that you don't want to be married because it's not legal until the next day. This is what I've heard. I don't know if they have changed that since this was probably like 5 or 6 years ago that I heard this, that they weren't legally married until the next day. Now they might do it a little bit sooner. Left her manners in the apartment. Nick needs to speak up. He sure does. I have a feeling Courtney would respect Nick more if he did push back. I agree. I do agree. Excuse me. She would do. I think that Courtney is a person that don't take this the wrong way, guys. I do think that she needs somebody who will check her a little bit, who can stand up to her and let her know, calm it down a little bit in the most polite way, not in a rude way, not in an aggressive or controlling way, but somebody who has the confidence to like, we're not going to do that. Who's secure in themselves also. I think she would be better with somebody who was a little bit, I hate to say aggressive, but just, I think was more comfortable when kind of standing up. Oh, hey, came back. Y'all so nice. Nick is a confessional gangster. He is. He is. He be popping his shit in there. Oh, he is no better than Courtney. He thinks another game show. I don't get that vibe. I don't get the vibe that he's here for it to be a game show. Nick is like the guy that Madison was matched with last season. David? David and Nick are not the same. Did you watch that season? Did you watch my interview with Nick? I mean, my interview with David and Madison? He's not the same. Yeah, they are not the same. Yeah, respectfully, be checked. Respectfully. Somebody needs to shake. Wasn't she the one that said she wanted to be challenged? She probably did say that, and I just don't remember. Do you think Courtney may be for the other team? We're not doing that tonight, guys. Let's not start that. David is nothing like Nick. David can stand up first. Yeah, I don't get the comparison. They're not the same person. Are you saying that you think Nick is similar to what was the guy that Madison was actually matched with? Told her original partner? What was his name? Somebody in the chat will probably remember his name. But David and Nick are not similar. I don't understand why Courtney won this show. She went for love. Remember? She went for love. She went for love. She thought the experts would help her find her forever, just like everybody else. But it's interesting to watch Courtney and Caitlyn complain about their men, kind of become very close friends. Is their friendship built off of the trauma they share about not wanting to be married? Is that a friendship to be built? Alan, thank you, High Vibes. Yes, Alan was his name. Now, would I compare Nick and Alan? A little bit. A little bit. Not a lot. Maybe like a little bit. I do see the comparison there. I think Nick just presents very well on TV confidently. But I think this show exposes him. Like, he can't be the character that he is. And I've only watched him on The Circle. I didn't watch him on RuPaul. Was he on What the Perfect Match? I haven't watched him on all the other stuff, but I think that Married at First Sight kind of exposes him. That he's not the guy he is on TV. Courtney went there for clout. You know, at first I thought that they would have been a good match because they're both intense. They both like to work out. I wonder how they would have done if they were actually matched. And if Marissa was matched with Nick. It's always interesting to see how people actually end up together versus how these people were probably on this table. And then like executives started to just mismatch the pictures. Because I truly believe initially Madison and David should have been matched. I think the show would have turned out very differently if they were matched. Possibly if Alan and what was his wife's name? David's wife's name? Michelle. I wonder how they would have done. Courtney is mean and rude. I think so because Courtney said all things that she was doing to try and grow Nick. Yeah, she focused on I am doing this. I'm giving him more hugs. I know that she only does this on TV. I mean, when the cameras are there. Like when he came in from work and she had the whole little table thing set up. I was like, okay. My only thing, like I said in my video, was that I wish she would have done something that was more comfortable with her. Because she just started to ramble and go into logic and kind of kill the whole vibe by asking him all these damn questions. Nick takes too much from Courtney because he's just trying to be the nice guy. You also have to think that these people are worried about bad edits and what the world thinks about them. But once again, if you were secure as a person, you would not care what the world thought about you because you know who you are as a person. Emotional intimacy, I feel like, is too scary for Courtney. Whenever she starts to become more emotional, she starts to become more open, she starts to go inward. And I feel like at times she punishes him. And I think that looking at the mafia dinner, it was after the group session. I wonder if in some way she was punishing him because she opened up, she became vulnerable, and she didn't get the same thing from him in return. And so she was punishing him. Instead of communicating and talking about, hey, I feel some kind of way. I was emotional. I was vulnerable and you weren't. I'm going to punish you. And publicly punish you, which I think is worse. Y'all let me know if publicly punishing your partner is probably worse than privately being punished. Because then everybody sees that, you know, the shame, the embarrassment that your partner and how they're treating you. Do you think Courtney and Adam would a better pair? I said this in the beginning that I think that they would have been a better pair. I low-key at times wonder if Courtney has a little bit of a crush on Adam at times. I think somebody For Courtney, I think that she would have been done well with a blend of Adam and Felipe. She likes Felipe's personality, not all the other bullshit we gonna get into about Felipe. His personality a little bit, and mix that also with Adam's like desire to be physical, to be fit. Him being so focused on that, I think that type of person probably would do well for her. Someone who's into physical fitness, like Adam is, but somebody who has more of a outgoing personality. So in a way, maybe. I just wonder if since she's so intense, if his like, yeah, bro, vibes. I don't think she would have done well with that part. So I don't think she would have done well with that. If Courtney was my friend, I would push her in the pool. Oh, I couldn't go on there and just be fine because I'm going to be myself and don't care what folks think about me. Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, I'm like, I think there are bits and pieces of Adam and her that would mesh, but I think his low key vibe, not want to be serious. I don't think that would have probably done well in the long run. I think it would have been fun for a little bit. I also don't think that he's interested in moving to Oregon. That's another big deal breaker. And I think when Nick was in the car and they started having that conversation about where they're going to live, and she said Oregon, I think he's like, I'm done. Yeah, this is not going anywhere because I'm not moving to Oregon. And it's like she want to move to Oregon to be with her parents, but she don't even like Oregon. So it's interesting that I feel like Nick is trying to people please at times, but so is Courtney. She's willing to give up her life, things that she enjoys, to be close to her parents, which I don't see why her parents couldn't just drive up to Seattle. Yeah, she needs love. Her parents are her safe and comfort zone. Her siblings in Oregon, that's her comfort zone. I think Adam would get bored with Courtney. Plus, I don't think he would find her attractive. Yeah, he does like, I think, more of a woman who appears like Marissa. Courtney is too hard and hasn't embraced her femininity. I think she has a lot of trauma. I think one thing we also miss is that she also has sexual trauma. He spoke up real quick. He like, nah, I'm not moving to no damn Oregon now. I'm not moving to Oregon. Now I'm trying to think, were there any other things about Nick and Courtney? It's just they're doing the same thing. Like they do a little bit good for the cameras, and then they just go back to like not being a good place. Even when they meet with Dr. Lisa or Paul, she presents very well in front of the cameras, saying what they want to hear, but then she isn't able to be consistent with the things she agrees to. We just need a reset. Yeah, you need a reset. But can you stay consistent with the reset? You can't. You really can't. Why would Courtney want to be, Mega Courtney want to be in Portland? Because she wants to raise kids close to her family. She wants her family support to raise her kids with them. That's the only real reason. That makes sense. That's another good point, though. Like, I wonder if that's the reason why she hates Oregon. Is because um, it's too liberal for her. Never thought about that, Black Unicorn. Yeah, Courtney will like it until yeah, Oregon is the Walmart of Seattle. Man, Adam just be saying shit. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that she has sexual trauma, which can also hinder her ability to be affectionate and get close to a man. And of course, she hasn't gone into what that trauma is, nor does she really have to. We just know it's something related to intimacy. Oh, it does? I didn't know that. Adam wants to marry his jet ski. Yeah, her sister was like, "You want me to find something wrong with him? I really can't find anything wrong with him. Please, guys, just find something wrong with him." Yeah, didn't he also say that he had a moment on his jet ski with his ex and that it was the ex's idea, not his? Is that thing sanitized? Let's watch this for a second.
Y'all put on blast, and at the end of the day, you were shut down. In that moment, in that space, I did shut down to that level. I said, I know you did.
I told y'all he had shut down. It was a big disservice of the experts to try and pull out his trauma, force him to talk about it, only for that man to walk out with those feelings still lingering. It was wrong.
I know you did. It's okay though.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be reserved. That was me like opening up and divulging information that I normally wouldn't say.
This is my only thing. If you're shut,
I think the thing I've noticed is that, is it just me or does Paul have some kind of issue with Mecca? Does he have a problem with him? He seems to really narrow his focus down over and over to point out and calling him performative. Did my headphones go out?
down as a whole.
I don't know why my headphones just went out. But I'll just keep going though. I just can't hear the clip. It just feels like Paul at times has some kind of issue with Mecca, and I'm not sure what the issue is or why he has an issue. Has anyone else noticed that? Adam needs to invest in fixing the roof because the blue tarp is bringing down the property value. I think it's more than the tarp. I don't believe anything Adam says. I don't know why he said that. It was a very interesting comment. Sounds dangerous to try and have relations with a jet ski. Yeah, I'm not going to say what I want to say, but yeah, it's very interesting. I think he really, when it comes to Adam, I think that he's still in love with that girl. And like Marissa said, she's always in comparison to that woman. I wonder if, the ex was the one who cheated. Because it sounds like she was Miss Perfect and they were going to be together. Oh, thank you. But I've noticed over and over again that Paul continues to have some kind of issue with Mecca. And it makes me wonder if part of the plan was to try and break him by bringing up his trauma, by weaponizing it so that he can become this angry black man and lash out. My headphones went out because of Paul. Luckily, I feel like they just came back. That was weird. Things could have gone left. Yes. Nobody reached out to him. They cut the scene and they went home and he had to deal with all that by himself. And this is also probably Mecca's first whatever thought process about therapy, even though these are not therapy sessions. For a person who's never been to therapy, this might be their first idea of what it's like. And if that's how I'm left feeling afterwards, why would I trust a therapist? Why would I put myself in that position again? It can totally turn him off from ever getting help. Do we know why Bella said it was okay that Muck is shut down? Oh, she said that it was okay because how do I explain this? She said it was okay because I accept that that's who you are and I accept that that's your response. But I wanted to talk about it. I think she actually says it in this clip a little bit.
That's fine with me. As long as you're not taking your anger out on me. I know you wouldn't. That's why I don't care. Like you can be shut down. You can be all of that.
I don't project. But instead, I reflex and I shut down. So
yeah, so it was just more about that's who you are. That's fine that you act like that. Just don't take it out on me. So I think it was a healthy response in the way like that's who you are. I accept that, but don't have that energy pushed back out to me. And so she's to me setting a clear boundary. And he's also discussing and reflecting on, I would never do that to you. Like, I know I need to sit down and reflect upon what was said, how I feel, but my reflection is never going to be me doing anything or saying anything to you. So I do think it was healthy to me from what I could see from the clip now. I think Paul believes this tough love he's giving Mecca will help him some. Do you think that Paul is like trying to maybe big brother him or mentor him in some weird way? It's also making me wondering about that. Now, I said this earlier in my video, but I also feel like I did a whole other video on the experts I'm going to probably release later this week. But I feel like Paul reminds me so much of Dr. Cheyenne and the reception of Dr. Cheyenne. Walk with me now. I've always said on this channel when it comes to experts, degrees, nowadays, people don't care. They care more about how you make me feel. And so many people assumed that Paul was a therapist. I even saw somebody comment earlier saying that I thought Paul was a therapist. How dare he try and, act like he's a therapist? That was you. Because I've been watching this show this whole season. I've never heard Dr. Paul. Let me call him Dr. Paul. I've never heard Paul say he was a therapist. I've never heard him say he was a doctor. It's people's perceptions that they're placing on him. But I do think at times he does go down to the deep end of the pool with these people. And he does cosplay as a therapist. And I see him doing that with Mecca. These coaching sessions should not be a place where he's bringing up in a group setting, even a one-on-one couple session about his trauma. If anything, I think that should be done with Dr. Lisa, but even not then, because they don't have a client-therapist relationship. He's a cast member and she's an employee of the network. So I feel like at times, Paul, to me, needs to learn how to have boundaries. Recognize when he's projecting and stay in his place. And his place is in 2 feet of water, not 10 feet. Not 10 feet. Paul's a coach, not a therapist. Yes. But because once again, people like the confrontational side of Paul. They like he's getting on Mecca and we don't like Mecca. Yeah, we like him. That doctor lady, get her out of here because she's not doing enough. That's what I've been seeing. People love to be entertained when it comes to mental health, when it comes to therapy. I can make so many videos to help y'all, to educate, to talk about depression, anxiety. It's not until I become the mean therapist that my videos get reach. Me talk about depression, me helping you and talk about complex PTSD, not the same. But as soon as I come on here as the trash talking, mean therapist, those are the videos that get a response. So it's the same thing. I feel like with Paul, it's how people feel about him and his confrontational style, his more direct style, that people are like, ooh, I like this. Which to me at times, we're going to go a little bit deep for a second, which to me at times is a reflection of your relationship with your parents. I think some of you guys like that style because you're used to being beat up by your parents, your family members, that you think that's okay. When really, it's just the trauma coming in. You're used to that rhetoric, you're used to that dialogue, you're used to that mirroring from a parent, an uncle, or auntie being super hard on you, that accepting someone like Dr. Lisa, who's nice, a little bit edgy, she be spicy too. Y'all don't want to listen to the one with the degrees. Y'all want to listen to the woman who has boundaries, maybe some standards, maybe who's acting in her scope and not trying to push people so far. Y'all don't like that. Get her out of here. Y'all would much rather like the mean coach because he sometimes reflects the relationship you have with your father, with your mother. That's what I need. Just somebody who's tough to get me in check. Somebody who's gonna get me together. That's why I be hearing on my consultation calls. I just need a therapist who's gonna, get me in line and get me together. No, he's not. He's a relationship coach. He's actually he's from the Married at First Sight UK. So I know he's been on there for a couple years. I don't know if somebody in the chat tell me how long he's been on there, but he's married, he got kids, he's big over in the UK. And that's how he came over here to the US version, is that he's big over there. Thank you. Paul is a coach. Let's remember that. Paul is a coach. No, he doesn't. Mecca is very much a reflection of his father. And what we see is a man who doesn't have a sense of self. Look at how he dresses. He's trying to find himself with no guidance. Look at his father. Once again, I'm wondering when we're going to see more of the family. That's another thing with this new reboot. We don't see a lot of family interactions. But his mirror, his whole life has been logic. And look at him. And so having Paul continue to get on him in a group setting, once again, I'm not good enough. A black man is making me feel like I'm not good enough. Same way probably his daddy be making him feel like he not good enough. So if anything, Paul's projection and his behaviors and mannerisms around Mecca only feed into the self-rejection. It feeds into, once again, here's another black man saying, I'm not good enough, that there's something wrong with me. And how does that really help? I'm already working through abandonment. I'm already working through rejection. And here I have a wife who I'm trying to figure out a way to keep her. I thought you're supposed to be here to kind of help me. You also make me feel like I'm not good enough. Yeah, he's not a therapist. Yeah, he be overstepping. Unsolicited big brother mentor. He didn't ask for this. I feel like you made this comment a couple times, even under my videos. It can't be countertransference because he's not a therapist. So I want people to educate themselves about the verbiage that they pick up from social media, because I think that sometimes people run with this verbiage but don't understand it. And so this is not a countertransference situation. I think production wants Mecca to break. Yes, I agree. It's dangerous for have people in therapy with people who are not their therapists. Right. Right. I'm glad y'all seeing this. Did Paul watch the wedding clip? It's my first season, so I don't know. I would think that they've watched all the scenes. I would think that they watched all the scenes, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Tulips, if they watched all the clips. I would assume that they have, though. Yeah, I'm going to keep my foot on Cheyenne neck because the world is not holding her accountable to me. They don't really care. The world does not care. I think she's going to disappear for a little bit and she don't come back like nothing happened. Yes. Thank you, Gia. He does not. Oh, I think you had asked this earlier. Do I feel like Married at First Sight has an archetype of what type of men they bring on? I think you asked me that before, and I do. I do. Typically, look at it, we're seeing once again men who have never been in relationships, never lived with a woman, yet they're getting married. How many times have we seen this over and over again? We can go down the list, going back further than Chris. And then what was the other season where the girl she just got married and had a baby? She was married to a man, and I think his father had passed away when he was a child, and he had never been in a relationship or been married. Did his name start with an A? I can't remember what season it was, but he had never lived with a woman, never been in a relationship, very tall black gentleman, had trauma because his father was, I think, murdered when he was a child. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. Yeah, because lately I just been like, I might take a break from YouTube because it gets really frustrating sometimes to watch like how many views I have per month. I have like 250,000 views per month. I'm literally in the top 25% of content creators who have my same amount of subscribers. I'm like, how can I have that many people view this channel so much and don't stay? Like this channel to me should be a lot further than where it is. And at times it does get truly frustrating. Like I put in so much time, effort, I give so much content, and I just don't feel like at times it's seen. And it does get frustrating. So it was so funny to watch some of y'all be in my comments earlier and saying how thankful you are about the videos and how you learned so much from me from this channel. I'm like, if only they knew how much I feel like I'm struggling with this channel. I'm just like, why is it so hard? I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna take like a break and come back and see if that like changes things. Gia says she's not listening to coaches when it comes to complex issues, complex mental health issues. No, you shouldn't. You should not. Expertise, yes, it does. Yes. We need to unlearn this. We have to unlearn this, guys. We have to unlearn this. In your opinion, how could therapy be effective and safe in a show like this? Do you believe it should be removed or focus more on coaching? I think the coaches should be removed. I think they should go to therapy sessions. I don't think the camera should be there the whole time. I think maybe have the person go, we see them walk into a therapist's office, into like the office where everybody sits, and we see them walk into a therapy session, and then we watch them walk out. And it's up to the contestant, the client to divulge what happened in that session. So I would like to see real therapy sessions. Now, do they have to go into detail about what was said? Do they need to be in there recording the whole 60 minutes? I don't feel like we need that. I think watching them go into therapy and do a little like 2-minute confessional about how it helped, that would be good enough for me. Yeah, he's from the UK. Oh, he used to be a matchmaker. I thought that he still was, actually. Oh, 4 or 5 seasons. Okay. Okay. Safely. I just kind of talked about that. I think, I don't think that yes, Artemis was his name. Thank you. Artemis. What state were they in? Was it Tennessee? Was it Tennessee that year? I think Paul is a cool person. I just think he needs to pull it back. You going too hard in the paint your first season. Just pull it back a little bit. I don't think he's a bad person. I just think that he needs to pull it back some. I like his directness, but just pull it back. Pull it back some. Yes, Artemis. Was that Tennessee? But it definitely was Artemis. I knew his name started with an A. Y'all don't want me to take a break, leave YouTube. Thank you guys. Yeah, people don't really like those like buttons, the comments, sharing the videos, all those things make a huge impact on people's channels. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, maybe I just need to kind of take like a couple days off of posting like videos and stuff because I'm just like, I do so much and sometimes I feel like it just is not going going anywhere, to be honest with you. Oh, you think coaching should be removed? Maple's like, I just got here. I like what I do here. I do really love it. It's just sometimes like watching those numbers, I'm just like, it kind of hurts you, when you see 250,000 per month, that kind of will hurt you a little bit. Like, damn, like what am I doing wrong that people won't stay? Yeah, was it his father who was murdered? Oh, I was right, Nashville. Okay. Y'all saying don't leave. Don't leave. Oh, thank you. That season with Artemis was dry. It was dry though. It was dry. Trying to remember, like, you had the guy who was actually studying to become a doctor. He was always traveling. The black chick was mad because he was never around. Is that the girl with the dinosaur tattoo and she just had twins? They're still together. The girl who had with the salon and the dog, or was it the guy who had the dog? That was a pretty dry season though. That was dry. Yeah, you guys have to like the videos or they just don't get pushed. And it frustrates me too when I do videos. Like I did a video on Officer Tatum, and then I watched somebody else do the same video who's also a black content creator. And my video has 500 likes or 500 views. It didn't get pushed. And I see the same type of video, not as detailed, not as psychologically driven. And the video has 108,000, views. I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what am I doing wrong? And then people will ask me, hey, will you please do such and such video? Will you cover the Lindsay Clancy case? I'm like, I did a video on Lindsay Clancy before the trial even started. Y'all didn't watch it. And then I spend my Saturday doing a live stream on the content. Nobody shows up. So it does get frustrating. Like, it does get frustrating. I'm like, how is it that I did the video about, black conservatives coming in about this whole Nolan Wells case? I've done multiple videos about the Nolan Wells case and they just don't get pushed. They don't get pushed. But then I see people who are black content creators, black therapists, who don't say anything. Like, who don't say anything about things happening in our community. Don't make videos about things happening to us. Don't have a voice about things happening to us. And nobody calls them out. So I'm like, you know what? Like, why do I make videos about us if people don't watch them? Then I have to remind myself, I'm not making the content because I want people to watch it. I'm making it because I want to have a voice and these people's lives matter. That's just, let me get off my soapbox. The lady he matched with last, yeah, she married and had a baby. I remember that. I do follow people outside. Some of the stuff I see pop up, like Rihanna is her name, and her husband, they about to have baby number 3 and they just moved to Memphis. So some of the couples, like, they do have successful relationships. I have followed since before he and the family moved to UK. Oh, okay. I was also wondering because he lives in the UK, but he didn't have a UK accent. So I guess he's a transplant. No, I'm just venting, y'all. I'm just venting about just being a content creator. and how frustrated can be trying to be a Black content creator on these apps. Y'all saying y'all want me to leave. Stay true. Of course, I'm always gonna stay true to myself. Paul isn't on this season. Oh, Paul isn't like this on the UK. He never digs deep into people's backgrounds. Oh, okay, that's interesting. He only speaks on the relationship moving forward. Very interesting then. People always say that I should watch the UK version. I do. I do stuff on the moment and people don't watch them. Yes, Gina and Clint. Okay. Thank you. Do you be in other people's chats putting the unk alert? I feel like I've seen you. Do you be in I Be Chillin'? Live streams? I feel like I've seen this unk alert thing in somebody else's live stream before. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. So many people say this, like I thought I was already subscribed. The numbers show you were not. No, I have not. I have not talked about Rob Rowland. Yeah, I've done like 2 videos on that, and I just feel like I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Talk about performative. Paul is hella performative. While watching the dinner, he said, "Can you turn the headset up?" When the camera came on, like, "Girl, you know you ain't talking to nobody." I don't think I remember that part. Can you turn my headset up? I don't think I remember that part. But thank you guys for being so positive in the chat. Thank you, Magnolia. I haven't seen you in a while, Magnolia. Thank you. Oh, I don't think I want to go on Don Letterman though. I don't want to do all that. I don't want that smoke. Oh, thank you. Never heard of Clancy until yesterday. Wow. You never heard of it? Do you live in the US? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it'd be hard sometimes, y'all. It'd be really hard. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Hampton. You've been here for a while too. T Rizzle, you've been here too for a long time. Yeah, sometimes I do wonder if my videos are a little bit too intellectual for people. I try and balance it though by being like, a little bit like myself, but not too psychological though. Oh, yeah, really want me to go on Blues channel. Thank you, Deb. Okay. Deb with the $50 super. We have not in a long time done some of my little things over here. I've been talking. Where my claps at? Make it clap, make it clap. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I did today. I did 2 videos today. I did 2 Married at First Sight videos, and I did another complex PTSD video. So I think I am going to take a little bit of maybe I just need like a couple days off to refresh my mind. Yeah, a lot of people keep saying that. A lot of people keep saying that they have not been getting my notifications. Wow, thank you so much, Deb. Thank you for the super. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Deb. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, were there other things that came up with Mecca and Belle? Y'all said she can't sing. I'm like, y'all cold-blooded. I thought she sounded a little bit like Doja Cat. But then Doja Cat also probably have a lot of added stuff in the studio. Too much this year. I almost quit watching the bullying between the brides and the way some other brides were abusive on their spouse. Oh, you're talking about the UK version. I'm like, bullying? I haven't seen that. Oh, thank you, Felicia. I don't know. I thought she sounded like Doja Cat. Oh, my bad. Unfortunately, a lot of people only want surface or short form info. They aren't ready for deep conversations or actual information on mental health, current events. And that's another thing. I can't take it personal. We are in a time period where I feel like intellectualism is dying. So it could be that too. Like, it could be that also. Now, I want to move on to Felipe. Are y'all ready to talk about Felipe? Okay. And those who get it don't need to listen to anyone that doesn't know what they're talking about. This challenge for those who aren't afraid of critical thinking. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes it's just like, I don't want to complain. I don't want to vent because my channel is in a lot further places than people who I started with. I've outgrown other channels that I started here with. So I don't want to complain because some people are like, I wish I had, almost 30,000 subscribers. So I don't want to complain too much because I am very grateful for all of you. And I'm also grateful for how far I've come along this process. So let me share my screen. So we're going to move on to Mr. Felipe. Let's see.
Being real with you guys, I liked sleeping with a bunch of women.
Oh, shit.
Who says that? Who says that? I miss being a hoe. I miss being in the streets. The streets is calling. At this point, I feel like Tori needs to be like, to the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm going to sit up here at this table looking pretty. And you going to sit up here and say you miss the hoes. You miss being a hoe. Me showing up for you, following you, putting in time and effort. After only 5 weeks, you say you miss the hoes. You miss the streets. You got no filter. Oh, thank you, Gia. Sabotage. He's trying to force her into a corner and leaving so he could say, I tried. That's what he really wants to do, is be able to say that I tried. Because then, yeah, I went and got married. I tried it out, but she left me. He can be the victim. That's what he's trying to do here.
Did I just hear that right? What's going on here? Like, what's happening?
He's sabotaging. Pack your shit and go. And go. She's so poised and control. I could never sit there and be like, what? What are you doing? I think even the experts were like, look at her poker face. Pepe Le Pew. You know what we really need to call him? What's that man name who just got caught cheating the day after he got married from that strip club show? What is his name? Where the mistress came out and said, like, yeah, that's your husband, but he was with me, and put up all the text messages. I should have talked about that when it came out, but I was just too busy. What is that man's name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Yes, that's his name, Tyler. What was it, LaPlay? Yeah, this is who I'm talking about. Man, that was some crazy shit, but not unexpected either. But that's who Felipe really needs to be calling himself, because how you with a wife and openly just saying how you miss the streets? Hmm? Ain't no way it could have been me. I would have politely scooted my chair out. Bye, guys. I'm not even going to say bye. Okay? I'm not even going to say bye. I'm going to get up, where my purse at, take this mic off. The fuck? The fuck? You got me all the way fucked up. Yeah, give me my purse and take this mic off. Wild. Ain't no way. And then somebody else would have punched him. Another one would have punched him and slapped him. To sit there and not... Wait, what? What did he say? Girl, he said he missed sleeping with a bunch of women. Yeah, over and over again, Felipe showed that he was not ready. Being late over and over again. Disheveled. Yet, Paul still said, I'm offering you the opportunity of a lifetime. Welcome to Married at First Sight. We found you a match. What? Finding him a match, y'all. Felipe should never be on this show. He was not ready. Felipe is going to mess around. A good thing if he doesn't grow up. He already did. And the thing is, this is what he misses. He misses spicy time. He itching. He feeding. He does not have the emotional capacity to have patience. I would never. He looked like he probably also don't shower. He always looks sweaty. Never.
Do you want to go hoe out? Is that?
Yes. He also, was it just me or did he also he had been drinking? He looked a mess. He took maybe some shots before he came in.
What this is? If you want to go be with hoes, but there's no other indicators of that, so it's super confusing. I just don't understand, and honestly, I'd rather it align than not align, because
it does make sense. He's never been in a committed relationship. He said he has cheated before. I think that at times it feels like Tori has ignored the signs. Pee-pee Le Pew. Not Pee-pee Le Pew. Pepe. While Felipe was at work, I would have packed up and moved back to my house. The good thing, that's another thing I forgot to mention earlier in my video. I like how now, because back in the day, they used to have them give up their apartments. They don't do that anymore. So I'm glad that nowadays they are able to keep their place just in case this shit don't work out. Because before, if it didn't work out, you had to find somewhere to go. You had to break your lease, pack up or sell your stuff, put in storage, and move in with this person. And then once it was over and y'all didn't decide to stay together, you was just out of luck. So I'm glad that that all of them have their own places. Felipe and his Airbnb. blocked his number and the fake therapist. Yeah, I would have been like, mm-mm. Plus, y'all not serving me food. Where my food at? I don't see no food on these plates either. I'm hungry. Ain't got the nerve to say this. Yeah, it's definitely not new to production. Did you notice that he started his whole "I'm scared the passion is going to die" talk after they had? Yeah. I think once she said like she wanted to pull back a little bit is when he started saying that. He has no patience. Oh, here comes another super chat. Let me see what the super chat's saying. Oh, I'm so behind on all my comments. This guy is not serious. The guys were approached and asked to be on the show, and the girls actually applied. Oh, all the guys were recruited? Cassandra, I did not know that everybody was recruited. I assumed some were, but I didn't realize all of them, which makes sense about Cameron because he doesn't even live in Seattle. He lives in Portland. Wow, I know that all of them. Did anybody else know that? Felipe thinks because he gives women free drinks that makes him fine. Yeah, I believe that too. He probably uses this whole "I own a restaurant" thing to get women. How would y'all have reacted? Would y'all have sat there for the rest of this scene? And I wonder what was the order too? What order did he say that and you still had to sit there? Thank you so much, Cassandra, for supporting the channel. Thank you. Where did you read that that they were recruited? I assume that because even Love is Blind is all the same thing now. They all recruit the people. Tori is used to being attracting a certain guy, and Felipe is that guy minus the money. Oh, you think she normally attracts guys like Felipe? Felipe is not even good looking, average at best. Them IG bags about to run Felipe pockets. Yeah, y'all don't remember that he cheated? He said that he cheated on the relationship, and I'm sure now whoever the girl is found out. Because I think he said she found out after like he cheated. And I think by somebody else. He didn't even tell her. The girl found out through somebody else that he cheated on him. So he is trash. He's using reverse tactics. Yeah, he is. Felicia says she better than me. Yeah, it would turn into Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, she had no reaction. That would have been a good TV moment though. If she had thrown like a drink or got up and left, that would have been good right there. Yeah, a lot of these men have not. Yeah, y'all would have turned into Zeus in a second. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Ask Felicia whoops Felipe ass. And is it an Uber or they order cars? Because even the conversation that they be having, if I was a regular Uber driver, who did I just pick up? Just let it burn. Just let it burn. Maybe he already been burned. I don't know who told Felipe he was fine. But having that restaurant and having women flock to him has gone to his ego. He probably thinks, oh, I can just find another one of you, even though Cameron says you will not find another Tory. You will not find another Tory. She is. Even though towards the end of the episode, was it the end of episode 12? You see her kind of put on her makeup and saying she's kind of over it. She wants her space, and this ain't it. She's starting to come with terms more like this not it. Yeah, definitely with the shits. Yeah, I would definitely went off. I don't even know if I would have went in the back and took my mic off. I would have just been out. Cheater and a liar. Tables flipped and tails whipped. They would. Do you think this show has security? Would security have come out and got you up off Felipe? Oh, okay, so these are actually similar to Top Chef. They probably just have cars waiting for them after the scenes. I was trying to figure out if they were because they look like they were all BMWs, and I'm like, okay, maybe they're older cars. Oh, I wonder this. What will Felipe's mom say after filming? They don't know this is her son. I'm curious about that too. Good question, Casey. Good question. They need to go to therapy? No. No, 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 no. Felipe needs therapy. I think Courtney. Oh, you said Courtney. I thought you meant Tori. I feel like Courtney would overtalk the therapist. She needs somebody who's probably more strong, probably more direct because she would just talk the whole time. And if you're not a strong therapist, that's what you're gonna be doing for 60 minutes is listening to her talk. That's what you're gonna do is just listen to her talk. You have to be able to get in there, jump in and stop that, water hose. I would have called my friends. Fuck the car. I'm calling a friend. Is this your king? Is Dr. Barry's name Denise? Is her name Denise? I did not know that. I would demand a lift and went to my own place, not slept on the couch. When I have my own bed, yeah, go to my own house. My own house. I did not know Dr. Barry's name was. You talk about the psychologist, right? The thing about me that I think I struggle with thinking about networking with people. Hold on a second, y'all. Y'all know my son be calling me during these streams. He always socializing and doing something. Right after she wrote them, clean his apartment. Felipe's parents know who he is. He was talking to his dad about struggling with monogamy. I do think that his father probably knows who he is, but the level, do you think that the parents know the level of how much he's disastrous to his own life? But if they own a restaurant together, they would have to a little bit. I thought her name was Patricia. That sounds like Denise. Like, I don't think her name is Denise. Courtney does need inner work. She does. She's going to continue to be a problem in relationships. Her own family sees right through it. They're her family though, so I think they kind of know how she is. Parents know their children. Do you think that they really know though? I don't know if parents really know like the depths of the thing that their children get into. As a parent myself, I feel like I know my children, but I think there are aspects that parents just don't know. His mom is probably hoping he will settle down and give her some grandchildren. Yeah, I agree. Hypermasculine. Yeah, something going on in the neighborhood that he wanted to go to. They all about to go play football. So I think he knows I'm a little bit more of the more flexible parent. So he will call and ask me, can he do stuff and not my husband? Right, but don't know how the guys treat women in relationships. That's why I feel like what's really missing here is seeing more of the family dynamic. I think we need to see more of that. I'm hoping that the future episodes we will, but the thing is we keep getting all these group things. And I get that that's probably also a budget thing, that it's cheaper to have everyone come to this setting and film for like 5 to 6 hours versus, I guess, setting up scenes at restaurants, coffee shops, parks, getting permits. It's probably more of a logistical thing and just have everybody come to one space. And I wonder, as they're trying this with Married at First Sight, are we going to see more of this type of thing also in the new seasons of Love is Blind? Just more and more group interactions. I would have grabbed that top lip. Oh, man. Are there other couples that y'all want to talk about? Felipe is in the family business. I know they have seen and how he behaves. I do too. I thought, is it just me or do he just be looking so disheveled? Like something was off about him at this scene. Oh, we didn't talk about Devin and Caitlin, who I think at this point is time to call it quits, y'all. It was so cute that he did the butterbeer thing, the ice cream, where they were gonna paint or color or something like that. He puts so much detail and time into making these dates, and he gets nothing in return. Nothing in return, y'all. It's so pointless. And I'm tired of really seeing Devin apologize over and over again. I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't ever see the same thing from Caitlyn. He really wants to be loved so bad and be seen by her that he's willing to lose himself, dim his own light. And there's so many people out there who are similar. We don't talk enough about men having anxious attachment styles. We talk about women having anxious attachment. But Devin is a true person, an example to me of someone who has an anxious attachment style. And someone earlier said, like, could he have been matched with somebody else? But should he have been matched in the first place when he has an anxious attachment style? I don't think that should be a reason why someone can't find love. That's not fair. But most of the time, these are the people that these shows cast. Anxious people, avoidant people, because secure people are not going to give you drama. They're not going to give you entertainment. They're not. And I think out of everyone, probably, I think secure within their relationship is probably Cameron and Michelle, who we see less and less of. Now, Cameron himself, I don't know what his attachment style really is. I think the women, probably Michelle and Belle, come off as the most possible secure attachment styles. And we see less and less of both of these couples because they're not giving any drama. And I think it feels like to me that Belle is starting to pick up on what production is doing and not wanting to really engage with it. Yeah, they besties. That's twin. I think Adam kind of does it on purpose, though. Wearing like the open shirts. He doesn't look disheveled to me. I think his style is just very like, I'm just going to throw on whatever. Felipe, on the other hand, looks like maybe he'd be drinking. He maybe took a couple of shots before some of these scenes. Devin has put himself on the back burner nonstop, but Caitlyn truly doesn't understand what she's doing wrong. Does she want to understand, though? Gray, do you think that she wants to understand? You say you see through them. The only thing about them is that y'all have not fought yet. Y'all really need to see how the other person moves when you have an argument or disagreement, that is important to me. You want to see how they recover. Do they go straight to hell with their words? Do they go inward? Do they lash out? I think that is important. So when it comes to them, they need to have some type of disagreement. He's shrinking so much and she likes it that way. She is giving nothing and complaining about everything. Yeah. She just complains about him. Kaylin should have got a dog. Is that her dog or is that Devin's dog that he be walking? Maybe she should have got another dog. I don't know. Not a husband. She needs a black cat to match with. She's not affectionate and she needs to be alone teaching spin class. It's interesting how they casted another spin class teacher. I've been drinking watermelon. Caitlin is not flexible at all. I don't know how she thought she would function on this show. I wonder, what did she think when she applied? I would love to know her thought process about applying. Did she think she was ready? What was she expecting? I also wonder what happened from her looking so happy at the wedding compared to when they got to the honeymoon. Like something really changed. And maybe it could have been the adrenaline of the wedding that really got her. And then once she was there with him by herself, it's like, oh, this is real. I don't know if I could really do this. Okay. So it feels like a little bit like she realized. I'm trying to fix my lights for a second. There we go. It felt like in some ways it got real to her after the wedding. And now I think that was a little bit too much for her. What do y'all think happened between the wedding and the honeymoon? I believe Kaylin's tears are genuine because she saw how marriage worked for her sisters. The girl who has a long distance relationship, was that her sister? I thought it was her friend. She thinks it'll work that way for her, but Devin is a more affection-based person. Oh, I thought that those girls were her friends. Yeah, I don't think those are good examples because not all marriages are long distance. Not all marriages are like, oh, you want to stay in Vegas for a little bit and I'll stay up here in Seattle for a couple of weeks and be long distance. You cool with that? Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's not your average marriage, your average relationship. Maybe Kaylin just wanted to have a wedding and that's it because the switch up was crazy. Yeah, it could have been that. Dressing up, photography, all that stuff was very exciting. It was a party, basically. Yeah, I think it could be that. I feel bad for Devin. Kaylin is selfish. She's not ready for any relationship. She like Dr. Pepper, who revealed she lives separately from her husband. Oh, okay. But don't what's the lady that lives separately from her husband from Abbott Elementary? They were living on like separate coasts, right? Didn't they just move together and they don't even live together? They live in the same state now, but I think they still have separate houses. Sister, one of the two. I think it was a friend. Yeah, she was probably looking for somebody that would just be like, "You okay? Go do your thing." And I think those things are possible. Even in my own marriage, I'm married to someone who's like, "Go do you. I see you when I see you later today." But I don't think those type of relationships are probably typical for most people. Some people have it, some people don't. Yeah, Shirley Ralph. She's also a person who has a long distance relationship. I think now, do they both live on the East Coast together, but in separate houses? I think something like that. They just recently, I think, moved to the same state or something. Your lawyer are saying she's not ready. I thought she said they just moved though. Like, was it like 2 summers ago? I thought she said on Sherry Shepherd or something that she was about to move to Philadelphia. Yeah, you gotta make time. I love my independence. I love doing my own thing, but I also remember to make time for my partner. I think the good thing about us is that we're both two very independent people. So like I want to go do something, bye. he want to go do something is bye. I don't feel like I have to be up under him. Dr. Pepper lives 20 minutes from her husband of more than 29 years. I don't think I knew that. Yeah, I remember he was elected official, but I thought she said she was about to start moving over there. But I think her son and daughter live in LA because of his nonprofit? And then her with the show. So that kinda makes more sense that she probably still do live here or live in California. But yeah, Caitlyn, a lot of trauma there, a lot of deep work, and I just don't think she's ready to really see her faults. It's easier to continue blaming Devin. Do y'all think they're gonna finally give up? Is it time to throw in the towel? Do you think Tori is tired of Felipe shit? And do y'all like the new format? Do y'all miss all the family stuff? What else are we not really seeing? We're seeing them go to people's apartments like later in the season versus at the beginning. We're seeing a lot more group things. I think we're gonna see another group thing next group of episodes. I'm just like, dog, y'all wearing us out with these group things. Do they create drama? Yes. But can we do something else? Can we do something else? I think it's not crazy because he doesn't want to. Adam wants to do what Adam wants to do, and Marissa is allowing Adam to do what he wants to do. This is how the rest of your relationship is going to be if you continue this way. Yeah, somebody came into my comments and they were like, Devin is not innocent. Sometimes the people who be coming into my videos, I wonder if they're related to the cast members, to be honest with you. They have these fake little screen names that you can't identify. Because I've never said that never said that Devin is innocent. I've never said that. But sometimes you could tell, like, are you related to Caitlyn? The way you in my comments? They will be the first to give up. Both people are suffering. Guess we'll see. When Caitlyn dad was so out of pocket, they were one of the same. Oh, ignoring the red flags when her dad at the wedding. More family interactions. I think they're trying to make it more like, oh, of course. Of course. But the thing was, on Love is Blind, they didn't have all these group therapy sessions. They met up for somebody's birthday. They would have the people who didn't match up or almost match up kind of meet up for like a barbecue or something. They have increased, I feel like, the group interactions compared to the first couple seasons. But you're not seeing them say and do this group therapy type thing. And I think it's a test run to test how the audience responds to it, because we should be in a new season in what, September, October for Love is Blind. I wonder once that comes out, how much of this same thing we'll be seeing more of the group therapy or group something, but they don't have experts. I don't have experts on that show. I think they will try and add some more group outings or something to the setup. You think she has the courage though at this point to leave him? Those are people who are live, Caitlyn, and getting triggered by getting called out. Oh, those are the people who see themselves in Caitlyn. They are getting triggered. I can see that. I can see that. Now that you say that, I'm gonna have to maybe agree on that. I kind of agree with that. Kaylin is insufferable. Worse than Courtney? Because I've heard people say that Courtney is insufferable. She needs to call it. She wants to be alone, or she doesn't like him. I think she's scared to like him. I think she does like him. She's just scared, and her trauma has so much control over her that her trauma won't allow her to like him. But I do think that she does like him. She's just too scared. And I think that there should have been like more one-on-one sessions. Yeah, I do think that she likes him. I think she's just too scared. But I think Caitlyn is a lot of people. I think Courtney is a lot of people. Once again, I think people are afraid to admit that these people remind them of themselves because then it would mean like, oh, I have to look at myself. Could there be something wrong with me? And those are hard things to really sit with. People don't like sitting with themselves. Oh, I think Adam wants to leave, so their couple will leave first. What makes you think that Adam wants to leave? I haven't really gotten that Adam wants to leave. Kaylin and Courtney are both insufferable. You're like, okay, both. Kaylin is not as bad as some of the others. She seems confused. I know they talked about her dad, but was her mom at the wedding? I want to see, I need to see and want to see more family involvement. That will give me a better perspective on some of these people. But either they're not showing it or the families are not involved. They even went to Cameron's childhood home, but did y'all notice his parents were not involved? Were they at his wedding? There's a lot of parents this season who are like, I'm not with this shit. Yeah, in the driver's seat. Straight up in the driver's seat. I need to see the families. I want to see what the dynamic is like, the interaction. I want to pick up on the tension, the body language. I need to see more families. Adam's family said that they not with this, so they're not going to be there. Oh, Cameron's parents were there? Okay. They just weren't at the home. That was a very like cute little moment though between them sitting on the bed, him saying his first kiss was to a girl named Michelle, and now he's kissing his wife named Michelle. I did think that was kind of cute. That was very cute right there. Oh, they were on vacation. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was like a really cute moment. They've already, I think, decided they're going to say yes. I even thought the little, like, when they were on the bench watching the sunset and he had the blindfold on, that was cute too. Notice the difference because Dr. Sean Nikki did something similar and it wasn't cute. But watching, I call him Camille, but watching Cameron and Michelle, I thought that was kind of cute, y'all. Okay, I can dig it. It's kind of cute. It just seemed genuine. And just when you watch them, it's like, wow, y'all would have never met outside this show. Him living in Portland, you living in Seattle. And I tell people so much, they don't want to hear this. You should date long distance. Saying that you're only one to date someone who lives in your state, you're limiting yourself to so many different relationships. Your potential person, you might live in California, your person might live in Michigan. Your person might live in Florida. Shit, your person might live in Europe. But I think when people put themselves in the box and say, "Oh, I'm not willing to date anybody who lives an hour, 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm not doing that." You kind of put yourself in this box and you limit yourself. I think that Camille is a perfect example of that because they would have never met each other living in two different states. So it lets you know at this show it can work. It can work if production will allow matches to be matched on love, relationship compatibilities, not for drama. Not for drama. Gia, you were already supposed to move here in January. You're supposed to move here in January, girl. I don't believe they were on a trip thing with Adams. I think there might be something more there with Adams' parents, especially after him saying how he never wanted to be an Eagle Scout. They forced him to play piano for 13 years. His mom embarrassing him in front of his friends. Damn, I think this is a cultural thing too, being an Eagle Scout when you're like 16, 17. At that point, I would think he was probably like an Eagle Scout leader. It says a lot about him too, of why he is the way he is. He's like, I've been constricted, I've been controlled my whole life, and nobody's gonna control me. I don't feel like she tried to turn him into a rapper. I don't feel like that. He started dressing a lot better though. He had what, J's on. He had a haircut. He got his ears pierced. And they're still married. Oh, Gia says you working on it. Now you got extra reason to work on it. We need more healthy communication and care for their partners. Yeah. Yeah, they're good for now. I just wonder. We got to start to have some agreements. What's gonna happen? What's that gonna look like? Yeah, it seemed like a few of y'all don't believe Adam's parents were not available. But yeah, I think there's just like a lack of seeing the parents throughout the process. Oh, also seeing when the friends come over and they have like a little dinner party or a game night at the apartment. We didn't see that either. And the friends like interact within the home. We need that. We need more of the co-mingling between the different friendship groups. Can your people get along with my people, siblings? They didn't cut all that. Now that I think about it. Yeah, they cut that too. Did we kind of go over everything today? That was, I guess, worth talking about. I believe Adam has burned many bridges in his life. One example is how he broke up with that woman on TV. Yeah. Yeah, that was terrible. He only did that because Paul forced him to. He probably would have ghosted that lady. He probably would have ghosted her when you really think about it. And that's sad. I think Kaylin did something like, "You're making me feel hard," or I think she said, "You're making me feel hard to love," which did make me feel for her. Mm. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Once again, I don't think any of these people are bad people. We're all flawed. I think just a lot of them have trauma that they haven't worked through. And it shows you just how your trauma can prevent someone from loving you. Your trauma is greater and bigger than the love that somebody is trying to give you. And I think all Devin wants to do is kind of be with her and make her happy. Didn't somebody else say that he said he was wealthy? He lives in a frat boat house with 3 roommates, and then Marissa's supposed to move in there too. It didn't even look like there's enough room for 1 person, let alone 3. And imagine a woman coming over there. Yeah, wasn't one like a friend who doesn't have like a place to live or something? Again, I don't believe anything Adam says. He tells a story that doesn't match up. I wonder if does he work from home? Like how far does he go to the office? We'll find out at the reunion though what's true versus what he's just been saying. Yeah, Devin wants to love her. That's all. He just wants to love her. Is that really so bad that he's a little bit anxious? He just wants to love her. And I think sometimes being with someone who's strong and secure in who they are, reflect back that you are lovable. I think that can help with some of the rejection and negative beliefs you have about yourself. So I think that there could be somebody out there who can make, or who can help. I shouldn't say make. They can help Devin see that he is enough. But he does need to go to therapy. It's not a woman's job to fix him. But being with the right person can help you start to see I am worthy, I am enough. Yes, Devin would thrive. Somebody, I think I saw a TikTok that somebody said, I hope you found a black woman to love you. Yeah, I just think he needs the right partner. I don't know on this cast of people though. I don't know who that right person is, or if the person is here. Could y'all see him with Tori? Can y'all see him with Tori? I haven't heard Wave Runner in so long. Ah, Devin wants to love his mother deserved. That's how he shows up. I thought it was weird that they showed up on the jet ski and they just didn't drive to the pickleball court. Hey, it's also saving on gas. He's saving on gas. Gia's like, let me, why don't you slide his DMs? You network, right? Slide his DMs. Oh, you think that Devin and Belle? I really think that Belle is a good person for Mecca. I don't know. Devin and Belle? I never thought about that combo. He too young for you. I never thought about the Devin and Belle combo. I don't see it though. I think that Belle is a good person for Mecca. Tori though. Could y'all see Tori with Devin? I don't remember their ages. That's the other person I would probably consider for Devin would probably be Tori. Because I think Marissa should have been matched with Nick. I could see Courtney matching with Adam. I don't know how long that would really last. Caitlyn. Like Caitlyn and Courtney are the ones who I don't really see anybody there for them. Oh, he said that? I must have missed that. Oh, he ready to snatch that thing up. Oh, you think Tori and Nick? I wonder if we'll see any of that, crossover once the season is over. Tori is probably not affectionate enough for Devin. I can see that. Devin is sweet, but Tori wants to be taken care of. You don't think his sports career he really just wants somebody to follow him. So I think his career might be able to take care of her. She would just be gone a lot from her family. You think that Courtney wants Adam? She always makes little comments. Didn't she say he was the most attractive one there? After one of the first group outings? Yeah, I agree. Devin just needs the right partner. When he's relaxed, he gets playful and flirty. I think someone who really enjoys that side of him. I agree. Even his friend, when he was barbecuing, she's like, "What's up with you? You seem like not yourself." Ethical. So would it be ethical once the show is over? You don't think people would still be kind of like disgruntled? Oh my God. What was his wife's name? They used to call her Hurricane something. I forgot her name. Only to find out that he was cheating on Bao with all these women. He was just like a pathological liar and a serial cheater. And he played the piano, right? Wasn't he a piano player? What was his wife's name? I can't remember. Michaela. They used to say Hurricane Michaela. Yeah, Hurricane Michaela. You a OG, Gray. You a OG because what season was that? Yeah, you a OG watcher too. Yeah, Hurricane Michaela. Courtney is way too anxious. She needs to do some work on herself before she dates anyone. Yeah, she does seem like she has some Hurricane K. Yeah. Yeah, they used to call her Hurricane K. Are you new in the chat? I haven't seen this picture before. Oh man, that season was so OG. Y'all taking it way back. One day we just should have a stream where we just talk about the past seasons, like we rank them or just talk about old school Married at First Sight. Damn, 13 and we on 20. I have two. The only season I didn't watch was the one during the pandemic. Was it Washington, D.C., where the black chick was married to that guy? He said he was like a yoga instructor, but he was also a pathological liar. And she went through hell to try and divorce him. I think they might have went on one of them TV court shows because she was trying to sue him. Oh, you say you been in the shadows. I'm glad you decided to step out of the shadows. Okay, let's give you some love for deciding to step out of the shadows. All right, let's show you some love. Thank you for deciding to step out of the shadows. Yeah, so I think at some point, maybe I don't know when, but we're gonna do something this month to do like a just old school, just talk about it. No, it wasn't New Orleans because I watched New Orleans. I've been watching since season 1 too. That girl from season 1, she dropped off the face of the planet after the show. That black chick that married that black guy with the glasses. I remember she went on a spinoff that Lifetime had. Her and two other black girls or 3? And they did a spinoff with them to try and find them love, and it didn't really work. And then she went completely ghost. She is not on any of the socials. It wasn't New Orleans. Like what season was that? Were they in Washington or were they in like the DMV? Oh, maybe I think it was North Carolina. I think it was North Carolina. Because I think one of the couples, the white couple, they on baby like number 3. Man, they didn't have babies like back to back to back. But I think that's the only one I haven't watched was North Carolina. I watched the Zach and Bao season. Bao's husband seemed very rigid. Was it him or was it Bao? Was it Bao who was rigid or was it her husband? I think it was North Carolina. That's the only season I haven't watched. Because I think there was like another black couple on there. Yeah, it must have been North Carolina. Yeah, I think that might be like the only season that I have not watched. Okay, it was Johnny who was rigid. Okay. Yeah, I remember a little bit about that season. They were not a good match. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. It's actually a clip I think going kind of viral of Bao when I think Michaela and her husband were arguing and she was kicking him out. And you kind of see Bao like open the door and being nosy about what was going on. Oh, another super chat. Thank you. Yeah, I actually did a video on that. Do y'all want to talk about his book? Johnny and Bao. Yes. Let me see if I can pull up because I think somebody actually told me it had an AI warning on the book. When you Google it, my video pops up. Let me see. I want to go to his actual page, but oh, this is YouTube. I don't want to do a YouTube. Frames of Love. What's it called? Yeah, Frames of Love. What is his I don't remember what his IG is. Yeah, this is his book. Thank you for the super chat. Who buying his book? Raise your hands in the chat. Who buying the book? But yeah, I did talk about this. I did a whole video about his book. He needs to read his own book. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, please like the live stream. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're just watching. Come into the chat. We don't bite. Come on in. Yeah, I did a whole video when I first realized the book was coming out. Yeah, they're on baby number 3. I think her last baby looked like it. Is it 1 yet? The last baby? Y'all didn't know he had a book coming out? You wouldn't read it for free? Yes, please hit that like button. This is his book. Frames of Love. How to Stop Dating Through Old Wounds and Start Communicating for the Love You Actually Want by Dr. Sean Best. Educator, executive, leader, coach, community builder, and cast of Married at First Sight. He's been jokingly accused of being Pastor Cal's little brother. Did he really write this on the back of his book? Wow. Wow. He is also living proof that being highly educated does not automatically make you highly qualified in a relationship. A New York native. So this makes me believe that he does live in New York and not Seattle. That potentially was an Airbnb. A New York native now based in Seattle area. Sean holds a doctorate, blah, blah, blah. His career, blah, blah, blah. He serves on the board of multiple community and civic organizations, is a major C partner for the Gentleman Factory in Brooklyn. Supporting spaces where Black men can connect, grow, lead, heal, and challenge one another. Professor Sean has spent years studying leadership, culture, human behavior, belonging, and the frameworks that help people change. Romantically? Phew. His relationship resume includes enough bad decisions, missed signals, misplaced confidence. Wow. And I could fix this energy to qualify as his own longitudinal study. But somewhere between heartbreak therapy, friendship, accountability, dating, marriage, and having his relationship patterns examined in front of television cameras, Sean discovered something important. Failure had been teaching him all along. Some of his greatest teaching moments his greatest teachers became the men around him. such as friends, brothers, mentors, coaches, and truth tellers who challenged the way he understood masculinity. Damn, is a long ass sentence. Understood masculinity, intimacy, communication, accountability, and love. Period. They helped him recognize that sometimes the problem isn't where we're at, it's the frames we're looking through. Oh my God, y'all. Yes. Before we buy the book, I'm not buying that book. The back of it was way too long. Too many run-on sentences. Hey, hot sauce. Very wild. Very wild. Y'all saying he goofy. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's brother in Christ. Oh my God. Cheyenne and Kichi should write a book together. Because Kichi had what, 2 books or 1 book? AI slop. Did he really steal this stuff from other people? Did he steal some of Paul's one-liners and create a book? Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, it was a lot. I'm like, this is 1 sentence. White men can't be great, so they gotta be great. Oh, the old school Lizzo. Hey, hot sauce. Sean doesn't know who he truly is. He doesn't. You couldn't pay me. How to grow healthy hair. Yeah, too many words. Too many words, y'all. A mess. A mess. Wow. A new book, a new perspective, a new way to love. I think he's trying to really play on the Pastor Cal angle a little bit too much to me. A little bit too much. He is good TV. I guess so. I'm not reading the book. I'm not. Men like Sean, Shaquille, and Aikichi. You think that Shaquille was a bad guy? Are examples of middle-aged black men that are collecting degrees in failed relationships. You thought Shaq was a bad guy? I'm not saying he was good. I just never lumped him into the bad husbands club. I never lumped him into the bad husbands club, so it's interesting. What do you feel like was bad about him? Just out of curiosity. Oh, he's a consultant for Tinder. Yeah, I think Paul is very much building his resume. Married at First Sight is another. Married at First Sight USA is a resume builder. I didn't think Shaq was a bad husband. I can't put that up there. But I see your comment, hot sauce. Imagine if Sean was actually Pastor Cal. Yes, y'all comments getting kind of wild. I can't post them on YouTube. Aikichi was a whole other level compared to these two. That's why I'm like, Shaq, a bad husband? Oh, he does? I'm about to look that up. You feel like he was jealous of Kristen? I thought Kristen had unrealistic expectations, knowing that he said he was finishing his PhD and that he would have to travel a lot. Yet she was upset that he was always gone. But he said from the beginning that that was his career and that's what he wanted to do because he was a mentor. I think at the time for Black young men or something. Wait, he cheated a lot. Where'd y'all get that from? We're talking about Shaq from Married at First Sight, right? Not Shaq, the basketball player. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you. Are we talking about Shaq from Married at First Sight, not Shaq, the basketball player? I'm confused now, guys. What we doing here? Because I feel a little bit confused. Yeah, we're talking about Shaq from Married at First Sight. Something about Shaq was off. I don't think he was intimidated by her. I'm not reading that shit. I'm not reading that shit. I'm not. That got me fucked up. I'm not reading that. The not bathing thing is crazy. Nikki, take your pH health run. Balance and run. Yeah, I never got that he was a bad husband. Never that. Oh, we got a new person here. Have you been lurking in the shadows? But thank you for deciding not to lurk today and come into the chat. Thank you. Any other lurkers in the who are watching, other lurkers want to come out from the shadows and speak up and say hi in the chat? That's why when I was thinking about her white sheet, her white bed, I'm like, this dirty ass man's gonna get in this white comforter every night. No. And he probably break the bed because she had an expensive ass bed. And what's with men not having headboards? I feel like we've seen so many apartments and townhomes where the men don't have headboards. Oh, you never caught alive. Oh, thank you. You follow me on IG. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thought, is that where he became VP? Because I thought somewhere I saw he just became like VP or he was trying to and he actually made it. At least he got a job though. Sean says he's about to blow up with the book release. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes on a book tour. He probably will. Don't be mad if he come over here. Because I'm going to get my views. What is wrong with men having these bum-ass apartments? I think Sean didn't have a headboard. I think Cameron didn't have a headboard. Get a headboard, y'all. Support your neck, okay? Them pillows can only do so much now. I'm not surprised Hot Sauce that you like Sean. But yeah, probably once the show was over, he'll probably start doing interviews with people and probably promoting his book. I don't think they're allowed to do any probably press or interviews, which is interesting because they also all have been on social media talking about the show, which is very different than past seasons where they had to have their socials on lock. Has he still been doing his show since he got married? I haven't seen it as much pop up in my feed. It just says coming soon. I think Felipe's place was an Airbnb. That was not Felipe's real house. He had no pictures up. There was no anything personalized. He made sure he had his computer there to play his computer games, but that was not his real place. It's 2026. Get a headboard. Order one on Amazon. Sean is still living in Washington State based off his social media posts. I did. That's why I'm like, what was his? I was trying to find his actual IG because in my video I was able to find it. He does look like he lost a lot of weight. Let me see if I can actually. I'm surprised it's not in here from when I searched last week. But he did look like he has lost a lot of weight though, which is really positive. Yeah, he been outside trying to work on his. Somebody said I don't even look like the same person. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. But yeah, he definitely looks a lot different. He been outside traveling. Don't look like him and Nikki are definitely not together. They went to Zanzibar. But yeah, he looks great. Health is wealth. I think on his book there was some AI like thing that's it says AI info. Maybe it's saying that the image is AI, not that the book is AI. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an Airbnb. Yeah, like you can also make your own headboard. Like go to Home Depot, get you a couple screws, sand it down, maybe get some paint to make it look like it's something decent. Yeah, it do seem like he looks healthy in these he looks like he's really just been focusing on himself. Being outside, enjoying life. So that's good. Make your bedroom more inviting. Yeah, it's good that he's having a good time enjoying life. At the end of the day, it's a TV show and he has a life outside of the show. It's his hygiene. Oh, it's a photo of Courtney? Yeah, make one. He's a scammer. He been a scammer. That one, people were talking about that like I think like a year ago that he was a scammer. They say he a grifter. Yeah, they say he's a grifter, y'all. That's a whole nother topic. But I think we kind of went over a lot of things. We've been on the stream for quite some time. I hope that you guys enjoyed it tonight. I guess we'll have to stream like later this week again. But I appreciate you guys for listening, being here. No, I'm not checking out that lady's YouTube. She's another one who presents as a life coach. Sign up for my sessions. So many, and I think, was it you or somebody else who said that you like watching her channel because she's another therapist? And that pissed me off. So I'm like, that lady is not a therapist. She's not. She's just a lady who be running her mouth because she has been married for so long and thinks she know everything. So I ain't gonna watch her channel. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, Gia. I think Gia, you stayed on the whole time, Gia. Casey, I think you've been here the whole time. Let's talk about it. I don't know how long you've been here because you creeped into the chat a little bit late, but I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate you. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Oh, I'm glad you were able to make it. Yeah, pass. I'll pass. She chopped, as the kids say, she chopped. But I appreciate you guys listening to me vent, talk for the last 2.5 hours. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. You might see me pop up on other people's streams. It is time for me to get out a little bit, get out of my comfort zone and go to other people's channels. So thank you for pushing me to grow a little bit, you guys. Yes, hype the video. Please hype the video. Y'all see who we talking about. But thank you. I will see you guys in the next one. Support the channel, like the video, hype the video, go and leave some comments, put some likes on some videos. It truly does help. We're on the road to 30,000. And I will see you guys for the rest of the week. Be safe tonight. Have a good dinner wherever you are. Really take care of yourselves. And I truly, truly appreciate this space. I appreciate you guys joining me on this journey, where we're going, where we're headed. And just thank you for everything. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being here. The subscribers, the people who just lurk in the shadows. Thank you guys. And I will see you next time. Bye.